Hello everyone, welcome to our video today. Today we will show you how to join a class on Google Classroom. My name is Amelia and I will be teaching the Miss Amelia Science Classroom workshops, including what happens when we get sick and how does your body work.
Hello, I'm Mariah Martinez. I'll be instructing Miss Mariah's Math and Engineering classroom, and we will be going over the topics, the importance of math, and want to become engineers.
So this is a really quick video. We want to walk you through how to join a classroom on Google Classroom. This is what we will be using to give you the Zoom link for the workshops and all of the worksheets and the presentations. So it's really important that you know how to join Classroom, and we are hoping this will help you.
Okay. So this is important. So when you're signing into Google Classroom, make sure you're using a Gmail account. The students' email from their elementary school are not compatible with Google Classroom. And if you need to make a Google account, just simply go to googlemail.com and create a Gmail account and continue.
Yes, so we are going to walk through the steps with you, and then we are going to show you how to actually log into Classroom and what it will look like. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first step. The first step is to go to classroom.google.com. This is where you will access all of the Google Classrooms, and this is where you will visit to see classrooms that you've logged into. So we're going to go through these steps, and at the end, we will take you to this website and show you how to join.
So step 2 is join the class. So after you go to Google Classroom, you'll see a plus button on the top right corner, and you'll click on join a class. There's another option too to create a class, but you would want to join our class.
Yes. So after you have selected the join class option, you are going to have to enter a class code. So if you are registered for the what happens when we get sick or how does my body work workshops for the science classroom, go ahead and enter my code, which is 4XGLXSE. And if you are registered for the math and engineering workshops, the importance of math, and want to be engineers for Mariah's classroom, you are going to enter 3IDZBF6. And we have this on the slide here. We also have that in the email once you registered and sent us your waiver. So make sure that you have these class codes. Once you enter them once and you join the classroom, you won't need them again, but it's really important that you have them in order to join the correct classroom.
Okay, so step 4 is click join. So after you click the blue join button, it should look like this. So this is how my Google Classroom looks like. It will say Mariah's Math and Engineering Classroom. We'll have the class code. You should know you're in the right place because it's K-5 Bobcats in training. And this is the page where the stream is at, and this is where we'll send like the Zoom links and just like announcements for the week, and we'll explain the other tabs when we give you the tutorial.
Yes. So the class information will be uploaded the night before the workshop begins. So if you are registered for the first K through second grade workshops, which are what happens when we get sick and the importance of math, that begin on June 7th, the worksheet and the presentation for that first day will be released at 6 p.m. the night before, so June 6th. That way you can print out the worksheet for your student, or you can download it if you want them to type and follow along during the class. You will also be notified if you need any materials for that day, and these will usually be things that you can find around the house, like a paper or a pencil. They're not really anything crazy that you need to go out and grab. So it's really, really important that you know how to join the Google Classroom, because this is where you will have access to all the materials. So if you aren't logged into Classroom, you can't participate in our workshops, and we really want to make sure you have access to all of these things, because we've planned some really cool stuff and really cool experiments. So we really want your students to be a part of it.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do the tutorial. So this is a Google page. You're going to go to the URL and you're just going to insert the Google Classroom, that URL that we gave you. And then you should be right here. You can already see that I'm registered for one of the classes, but I'm going to teach you how to register for Miss Amelia's Science Classroom. So what you do is that you'll press this plus sign and join a class like this.
So then Yeah, so then Mariah is going to enter the class code for my workshop. But one thing that we really want to point out here is at the top, you can see it says you're currently signed in as. It says her Gmail account. Make sure when you are doing this yourself that it either says your personal Gmail account as the parent, or if you've created one for the student, make sure it has that at gmail.com at the end. That is because the student's email from their school usually will not work with Google Classroom because the school has certain restrictions on it. So make sure it says at gmail.com, or you can go ahead and switch the account if you need to make a new Gmail account. So after Mariah has entered in the code, she's going to go ahead and click join at the top. And now it says that we are in Miss Amelia's science classroom. So you should, like Mariah said earlier on the slides, make sure that you see that K through 5th Bobcats in training. That means that you're registered for one of our workshops. So this is the stream where all of the announcements will be. This is where you will see the Zoom link, any materials for that day. I will let you know when class is starting. My workshops begin at 10 a.m. Mariah's begin at 11:30 a.m. We will usually start the Zoom calls 10 to 15 minutes early. So if the students have any questions or we want to make sure everyone has access to the materials, let's go ahead and click on classwork. So right now we see that there's nothing in the classwork tab. That is because the worksheet and the presentations for the day of the workshop will be released the night before. So if you log on June 6th after 6 p.m., you will see the K through 2nd grade, what happens when we get sick, worksheet 1 and presentation 1 for Monday, June 7th. This is where everything will be. Everything will be labeled by week and grade level and date. So make sure you are accessing the correct K through 2nd grade workshop if your student is registered for those, or if your student is in the higher grades of elementary, the 3rd through 5th grade workshops will also be on this page. Everything will be labeled, and the workshop that is that week will be right at the top. So you won't have to go around and try and find things. We're trying to make it as simple as possible. All right. So that is how you join the classroom. Please make sure you email us at ucmcalteach1@gmail.com if you have any issues. We want to make sure that you try and log in the classroom before the workshop begins so we can have everybody in there and the first day can move on and we don't have any issues.
Yes, and we're super excited to be teaching these workshops, and we're so excited to be working with all your students and teach them more about STEM.
Yes. Thank you so much, and we look forward to meeting you all soon. Bye.